Let me tell you about my grandfather. His name was Baba, short form for Babatunde, so I used to call him Baba Baba. Baba fought in the Nigerian Civil War of 1967. And whenever I asked him to tell me stories about the war, he would wave me off like a stubborn fly. Baba never talks about the war. When I was 13, I saw 13 Hours. It was a type of film that boils the blood of a young boy. There were tanks, guns, bloodbaths, there were deaths. I remember sitting on a sofa one random Saturday evening daydreaming. In my dream, I was a daredevil. I jumped from one fighter jet to another like a Lagos conductor mounting a downfall bus. I dodged bullets and laughed like a maniac, and like a maniac I walked straight to Baba Baba and proclaimed like a drunk on an overdose of rum, Baba, I would be a soldier when I grow up. I think I saw a vein snap, and for the first time Baba did not wave me off like a stubborn fly. Instead, he sat me down and said, "Let me tell you about wars. Red hot shells, bullet guns, rocket bomb, landmines, missiles, knife, stone slings, pointed pen, choose your weapon." I was about to pick, but Baba waved me off like, "War is wickedness," he said. "War is revenge," I replied. "War is enemies, but Baba, war is brotherhood. War is brutality, but war is justice. War is death, but Baba, war is survival. War is cowardice, but war is bravery. War is shame, but war is heroic. War is loss. Baba, war is victory." And back and forth we went until Baba, with an air of finality, said, "War on the screen of TV is action, cut, retake. War in real life is action, action, death. Win or lose, you die." I was about to voice my Shakespeare lines when Baba, with a wave of the hand, said, "I pray you are never in one." By then, the drink I drank had wore off. Instead of replying verbally, I said in my mind, "May that prayer never be answered. I will be a soldier when I grow up." Baba's prayer was answered, for I was never in a war. But my wish was granted. I was 15 when I fall in a landmine I dug into the ground when I was 14 and a half. I impregnated a girl and my world came crumbling down. It was then I understood that you don't need to be in a war to fight in one. Every day was war. I was fighting demons, splinters of my own thoughts. I was drowning in the pool of my own mess. I was taking bullets from the muzzle of my own gun. And the day I finally got the guts to throw the bomb, I threw it into our bonfire and ruined my family's party. The wail from my mother's lung cut me in 1,000 places. I saw the image of my shame in the reflections from my sister's eyeball. And the silence of my dad sent me 6 feet under. For days, for weeks, months, I wept, I starved, I left planet Earth and cast my abode in the abyss of depression. But then I realized that my change of address did not change reality. I was a dead man dying, too burdened, weighed down. I couldn't crawl out of my own hole. Night October 2019 would be a date I would never forget. My friend Felix walked into my room and placed in my palms redemption. He taught me to bare my chest into a mic, to cast my cares, unfold my fears. He taught me to speak up, to speak into from the trough of my heart. Podcasting became my arsenal. I flipped through the canons of sages and got a snapshot what they meant when they said, "Words are mightier than swords." Man, you need to see how I cut through the thoughts of my heart with the sword, the words of my mouth. Aren't soldiers supposed to be stoned and never cry? But in my war, I learned to sacrifice my poor tears for the wealth of witlessness. For the more I spoke, The more I emptied myself, the lighter I became, the higher I rose. And from the privilege of height, I discovered to my amazement that my tears had become irrigation, my words manure. I rose, I grew into a rose, and all around me was a garden of roses. Young boys like me, brotherhood broken, battered, buried, yet gasping. My stories were their stories. My words became their balm. How I wished Baba was here. I would have told him that war is inevitable. We all have one custom made for us. I would have told him his list of ammunition was not complete. He omitted words. And that in this war, it's action. Action, speak. The more you speak, the lighter you become. Speak or get drowned in the loudness of your silence.